right, next question up. So looking at this question, as always, everyone, we never want to confuse ourselves. We always want to begin by understanding the question sentence. So when we take a look at that, it says, what was the original price? Again, what was the original price? So this means that we're trying to figure out what we had from the beginning. And given that this is a percentage question, let me just set this up for you to remind you that the percent multiplied by that original amount is going to equal the result. And as always, in case you didn't already know this, the percent and the result, they represent the same thing. So when we take care of business here, if we're looking for the original amount, here's the biggest thing. We have to make sure that the percent and the result that we plug in, again, we have to make sure that they represent the same thing. Let me show you what most people get wrong about this from the jump. Most people, they take a look at this and they say, hey, we have a 40% discount, okay? We have a 40% discount, so I'm gonna just throw in 40% right there. And again, that represents the discount. And then on the right side, I see my number over here. It's on sale for $282. So I'm going to throw right over here, $282. And this was the sale price. Everyone, you tell me, when we take a look at the setup, do the 40% and $282, do they represent the same fundamental idea? Sale price here, discount there. Are those the same thing? Let's think about it, everybody. Let's think about it. The 40% represents the discount percent. Okay? That means how much we take off. When we look at the $282 that we're given, is that the amount of money we're taking off of the price? Or is that the price that we pay? Which one is it? What does this represent? Yeah, this represents the amount that we pay, everybody. It's not the same. That's why I wrote them in different colors. That's why I use different colors. This represents the amount you're saving. This represents the amount that you pay. That's why if you were to go ahead and solve it with this in mind, you would get a wrong answer from the get-go. If you want to get this one correct, we have to make sure we represent the percent that we paid here, not a percentage that we save, but the percentage that we pay. So let's move this off to the side here, everybody. Let's think about it. What is the percent that represents the original amount, the whole thing? Before the discount? Yeah, that's 100%. So originally, our wallet that we're trying to buy here, it was originally priced at 100% of its value. Then, everybody, when we apply a discount, what operation are we performing onto that original amount? When we take a discount, we are subtracting. When we are discounting or applying a coupon or saving money, we are subtracting. And so when we subtract, everybody, what's 100% minus 40%? 60%. Absolutely. So here's what we need to understand, my friends. The price, the original price, when we take away the discount, we get what we pay. We get the amount that we're supposed to pay. So with that said, everybody, now we can set up this formula. Now we can say over here, hey, we pay 60% of that original price because we took away the 40% discount. Now we're good. The sale price is what you pay. We're good now. And so to find the original amount, I'll just go ahead and put X instead of an O. But this is our formula. 60% times the original amount gives us 282. So we're looking for X, which is the original amount. Let's get to work here. 60% turned into a decimal will be 1, 2. So 0.60 or just 0.6 multiplied by x equals 282. From here, we are just going to do one more thing and we're done. We're going to divide both sides by 0.6. That's all we have to do. And we just have to remember how to deal with decimals because that's going to be the saving grace. To divide by a decimal, I think I'll just go ahead and not divide by a decimal because we're going to do the same thing to the numerator and denominator, which is we are going to, let me grab a different color, we are going to move the decimal place to the right one time, and we'll do the same up top. My party people, because we have a little gap here now, what number belongs in that gap? Yeah, it's going to be 0. Absolutely. So we'll plug that 0 in right there. So this ends up becoming 2,820 divided by 6. Nothing a little bit of long division can't solve, so let's just zoom on in here. 6 going into 2,820. 6 going into 28, that's going to be 4. Subtract the 24 and we have 4 left over. Drop the 2. 6 going into 42, that becomes 7. That's a clean division. Dropping that 0 puts that 0 there at the end. And there we go, everybody. Our final answer here will be 470. So that is the original price before the discount was applied. $470, which makes the correct answer here. Answer choice A.